Hi, welcome back. I'm Josh with Fish's Health Department here on December 21st, 2021 with our COVID-19 community update. So to start things out a little bit differently this week, I want to address some of the news media coverage that we have seen around the Omicron variant and start with here's what we know. So what we know about Omicron is it is extremely contagious and it has a doubling time in cases from 1.5 to every 3 days. The CDC recently released over the last couple of days a new analysis showing that Omicron has now become the dominant strain for new cases. So whereas in the beginning of December, it represented quite a small minority of new cases, as anticipated, it now represents 73% or more of all new cases. And we continue to expect that dominance will increase as Omicron continues to spread and spread quite quickly. What's quite different now where we're at in the pandemic than when we first started is that we have the tools to protect ourselves, we have the tools to reduce our risk, and we have the tools to help provide a level of protection to our loved ones, our family, our friends, and our community. And that's by going out to get your COVID-19 vaccine and to receive your booster if you're eligible for a booster, but to also continue to practice mitigation measures, and particularly when you're indoors, to make sure if you want to give yourself the highest level of protection, to wear a mask when you're indoors, and particularly in congregate settings where you may not be able to tell the vaccination status of other individuals. By no means is this intended to be any type of alarmist message. It is just saying that we have a different context now as we face this more infectious and extraordinarily contagious strain of the COVID-19 virus. We have the tools to protect ourselves, so please do go out and get boosted if you are eligible for that. First and foremost, start the vaccination process if you haven't had the chance yet and give yourself that level of protection. The most recent analysis that we've seen out of CDC shows that unvaccinated individuals are at a 10 times higher risk of contracting COVID in this current context and a 20 times higher risk of dying from COVID than individuals who have received their vaccine series and received their booster when they are eligible. Now, looking at the metrics that we report on each week, our Hamilton County positivity rate for unique individuals has decreased slightly from 20.5% to 20.2%, but remains quite high. The Fishers testing site has also seen a slight decrease in positivity rates from 17.4 to 16.7%, and the 14-day case incidence rate as a rolling average, 14-day rolling average per 100,000 has decreased slightly from 68.6 to 65.6. Other areas and metric areas that we talk about, our testing site remains open 6 days a week. You can go online and schedule an appointment. We are still seeing PCR test results come back very quickly within that 1 to 3 day time frame, and contact tracing continues to be completed in under 24 hours in spite of the increase in cases that we've seen over the last few weeks. One area where we are starting to see quite an impact is in the healthcare system here regionally. We look at the Indiana Department of Health District 5 metrics on the healthcare system on ICU bed availability and daily hospitalizations. The daily hospitalizations right now are remaining somewhat flat, but they have increased quite quickly and dramatically over the last few weeks, and the numbers are surpassing the previous Delta surge and starting to look on a trajectory of what we saw last winter. Where there is some issue with how much strain is being put on the healthcare system right now is with the ICU bed availability. That ICU bed availability in District 5 has decreased from 17.5% to 13.3% this week. Now, in terms of looking at the case rates here locally, we continue to see that stark and quite big divergence between the risk of testing positive for COVID-19, so getting infected with COVID-19. That difference between the unvaccinated and vaccinated rates here locally remains at right around the 6 level. So if you're unvaccinated for the most recent analysis period, you're at a 6 times higher risk of testing positive for COVID-19 than fully vaccinated individuals. If you have any questions over this video, the content that we have talked about, or if you want to ask any questions on any other matter related to health, public health, and COVID-19, please reach out to us. You can call a COVID-19 hotline at 317-595-3211. And you can also email us at healthdept@fishers.in.us. Please do go out to get your COVID-19 vaccine, and particularly for individuals that are eligible for the booster, do go out and give yourself that opportunity to retrain and reinvigorate your immune system and get your COVID-19 booster. Everybody should exercise mitigation measures during this holiday season as individuals go around and spend time with their family and loved ones. And if you need to speak with us, again, call our number 317-595-3211. Email us, Fishers Health Department.